All right, it's September 8th. Welcome to the Ocala Florida Real Estate Channel. We're going to be talking about Marion County real estate and why you can't believe everything that you see, including what's on this video. So, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Marion County metrics and stats, and I'm going to show you some evidence of things that were reported last year and early part of this year that's going to probably make you shake your head. So, get ready for that. My name is Glenn Stein, Realty Executives in Ocala. We're located on Silver Springs Boulevard, 1008. We're located in this two-story yellow building, just about 8-9 blocks east of downtown. So if you want to come see us, feel free to do so. If you have questions about anything real estate in Marion County, Ocala, 352-572-3796. And even if it's not in Ocala, if you have some questions around real estate in Florida in general, I'm obviously a broker in the state of Florida. So if you need some help there, let me know. It doesn't matter where you're moving to or where you're buying or selling, whatever. If you need some help, let me know, please. And of course, as always, please like this video if you find it informational, educational, and also if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can be notified anytime we are doing an update onto what's going on in the real estate market. So the last 7 days, Marion County, 253 new listings on the market. Last 7 days, price increases 50, price decreases 215, back on the market 55. Back on the market is basically something that was active, then it went under contract, and then the buyer and seller didn't agree on the terms and comes back on the market. Sold, closed, 206. This is over the last 7 days, the entire Marion County. Expired 16, which is a little bit of that's a little bit larger than what we've seen in the past. 262 that have gone pending, which means pay attention to the 262 being larger than the 253, which means that we're seeing more properties come off the market than coming on the market. A lot of the properties that are selling at this moment are typically, there a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are new construction properties. So we're actually seeing a lot of new construction in our area. I know there's a lot of places around the country that are experiencing low inventory, shortage of inventory. Something that helps us tremendously is the amount of new construction and the amount of land in Central Florida. So that's a plus. 2,400 homes on the market right now, which is, if you compare this, if you start looking at what I've done, in the spring, and we start looking at the spring update and how many homes are on the market, about 25 to 2,600 homes from March to April were on the market. So we've seen a little bit of a decrease in the amount of homes on the market. To my point before, let's take a look at, I wasn't planning on doing this, but now I'm kind of curious, how many homes are on the market right now that are new construction homes? So you're looking at active homes in Marion County, which includes obviously Ocala, Bellevue, Denellen, out into the forest and up into McIntosh and the northern end of the villages. That's all Marion County. So that's something that you have to consider. So let's look at homes that were built in 2022 to, I'm just going to say 2024. There's 769 homes on the market active right now that are new construction type homes, new homes. So that's right at 35% of the homes on the market right now are new construction homes. That helps significantly for buyers because you have something to buy, and it keeps prices relatively in check. So enough inventory. I feel like we have sufficient inventory out there. So if you take out new construction, you would actually start to see that there are about 16 to 1,700 homes that are non-new construction out there, and that's a true indicator. In fact, we do have a couple of homes that are on the market that are in the Orange Blossom Hill section just across from the villages. So if you're interested in that, give us a call, 352-572-3796. And of course, we also do property management and rentals and that type of thing. So if you have questions about that, you can text me as well, and I'll get you to the right department. And that includes the villages and Ocala. We can help you out with either area for sure. Now, let's look at the original topic, which is it's super fascinating because I saw this recently. If you start looking at like Fortune magazine back, late 2022, and I remember this, a 20% home price decline, 7 forecast models are leaning crash. Here's where the other 13 models have the 2023 housing market going. And there were a significant amount of people that said, um, that the market would be flat or it would be okay. And then there's a lot of people that did say that the market would be actually down, right? And actually encouraged people to think that there was going to be a crash of some sort. Another slide that I want to show you: consumer confidence in home pricing. A lot of people felt, there was a lot of talk of a 2008 type of crash, right? So this tells you like consumer confidence was the lowest it's been since COVID began, January, February, March, April of last year. Super high lack of confidence there, which means that people really felt pessimistic about the real estate market. Now, when we're talking about Marion County and Ocala, actually, obviously, we didn't see that. We did see an adjustment. There was an adjustment, by the way, because we jumped up from 800 properties on the market to, you know, up to close to 3,000. And then obviously it settled down to about 2,400 as you're seeing right now. So that tells you something that right there. But, a lot of what you end up seeing or feeling or hearing doesn't come true, right? One of four people still believe prices will depreciate, and the evidence is not there. In fact, something I'm hearing, and I don't know that I have this. Google this, by the way, and including this video. You should always verify all the information. Don't just take my word for it. I think that's the bottom line is make sure that you are looking at information that is coming from a direct source. Do your own research. Look at these things with a close eye, as opposed to just taking somebody's word for it. But I did hear that Warren Buffett, the controlling stakeholder of Berkshire Hathaway, very well known in investment circles, has invested a lot of money, a lot of money in new construction, and specifically a couple of different new home builders around large home builders around the country that are actually publicly traded. And that tells me what we've always known, which is what's really propping up this marketplace right now, because the interest rates have gone up, is the lack of inventory. Lack of inventory is still a big deal around the country. So that's a true thing. Another thing that I think you need to look at, and this is coming from Adam, which is ATTOM, talking about foreclosures and defaults, where we're seeing a decline over the years for foreclosures and people that are defaulting on their bank notes. Now, they have gone up, and you might see some headlines that say that foreclosures have gone up tremendously, and people might freak out. Well, okay, it has gone up quite a bit, but you're seeing the differences here, right? 2022 to 2023, going from 165,000 to 186. If you start taking percentages of that, it's 21. You're looking at 15, 16% increase in foreclosures, which, if that's a headline, obviously that could scare a lot of people. Okay. So, keep in mind that there's always people that are looking for eyeballs and viewership and that type of thing. And they want to scare the heck out of people, because guess what? Fear really sells newspapers and, really grabs people's attention. Now, one thing, here's another report that people were talking about back last year. They were expecting that new listings were going to skyrocket. And if new listings skyrocketed, obviously that would have a high impact on supply, and hence more supply means that pricing could come down. And I think that's where the fear was coming from. And what we actually saw, actually listings did go up, but we're seeing a very settling effect, and it looks like we're actually going to be moving in this direction, going through, when we're talking about, late this year and into next year. This is about what you're going to see. Okay, so this is what the expectation was. This is actually what really happened here in the blue. Okay, 2022 numbers, expectation, what really happened. So, in a nutshell, be careful about what you're seeing, what you're reading. Just look at what's really, really happening, and I think you're going to get a real good gauge for reality in every case. So, if you have questions, please connect. Glenn Stein here with Realty Executives, 352 572 3796.